I'm Rebecca Shoemaker, and this is my art studio where I make thread paintings using my sewing machine, which is behind me, and then many different spools of thread, which you can see a little bit in the background. I have recently finished up my Big Bend series based on Big Bend National Park. Big Bend is a very special place to me. Over the last 25 years, my family and I have visited the park on numerous occasions. I think of it as a very beautiful, vast, and remote place. As I look at these thread paintings that are finally framed and completed and they're all together in my studio, I've realized that this series is very much about light and shadow, about watching the light as it falls across all these different rock and mountain formations and trying to capture that in my work. This piece right here shows early morning light. As I was walking along this trail, I saw this unusual dried plant with these little white blossoms on it. And so in this piece I used the French knot stitch to depict those blossoms. This piece has a sister piece, or I think of them as sisters because they're very close to each other. As you walk down the window trail, you'll see the view I just showed you to the north, and to the south along that trail, you'll see this piece. Again, I loved the light as it came across the mountains, making them very orange and pink. If you only have time to do one hike in Big Bend, I highly recommend Lost Mine Trail. It is one of the most popular trails in the park for good reason. It's absolutely beautiful. I think I have 4 thread paintings total based on the hikes I did in Lost Mine. The first view along that trail is shown in this thread painting. This is an early morning hike. So this is right before the sun came up and the sky was lit with this wonderful pink and orange color. As you go further along on the hike, you come to this view, and this shows Casa Grande, Toll Mountain, and then Juniper Canyon. One of the smaller pieces in this series shows one of the final views that you'll see along Lost Mine Trail. And I really like this one because you can see peeking in the distance there, Elephant Tusk. Elephant Tusk is a rock formation that is very distinctive in Big Bend because of its shape. And you can see it along the Lost Mine Trail, but you can get an even better view of it if you hike the South Rim Trail. The South Rim is absolutely stunning. It's 15 miles, so it does take longer than the Lost Mine. It's considered to be one of the classic hikes in Texas. The longest piece in this series is this one here, and this is, I think, 33 inches long, and it shows a view along the Mule Ears Trail. And I loved how the light, as the sun was coming up, created these wonderful stripes of light and dark across the landscape. One of my favorite pieces in this series is this one here that shows Santa Elena Canyon in the background. This is from the Burro Mesa Spring Trail, and again, I think so many of these pieces are of morning time, which is a really wonderful time in Big Bend. This is right as the sun was coming up, and so most everything was in shadow with this wonderful pale yellow and pale pink sky. I hope you will come and see these thread paintings in person. It's hard to capture all the details and textures in pixels on a camera and on a computer. They do look a lot better in person. I also hope you have the opportunity to visit Big Bend National Park. It truly is a very special place to me, to many Texans, and to many people across the world.